Calvin Castine at Northeastern Clinton Central School. It's the 31st day of December 2009, and we're here for a little non-league competition to end the year, and Chazy Eagles visiting Northeastern on this day with the temperatures in the mid-20s. A Thursday. And it's got Rob Lapierre, Andy Morelli, and Jim Varon are the officials. Rob Lapierre will toss it up, and action will be underway. Junior varsity boys basketball on hometown cable. Botten with the ball, gives it back to Toohill. Cody Toohill, Craig Botten. Who else we got? 34 is Logan Baker, 42 Matt Stalker, and 50 is Tanner Chauvin. The Eagles score first. They lead 2-0. Dalton Castine has the ball. You got Castine, you got Alex Davison, 25. You got 22, Rodney Grimshaw. You got 32, which is Mike Manor, and 31, Garrett Bigor. Coaches, you got Corey Thompson for the Eagles, and Jerry Davison for the Cougars. At the scoring table, you got Misek, Manor, and Panetta. Davison with a long shot, and it's controlled by Toohill. They use 3 referees in non-league games, but hang on to your pocketbook. This is something the referees have decided to do to get the experience for when it comes to New York State regional competition and so on. They can use the 3-man system. So what they are doing is dividing a normal 2 paychecks by 3. So the net result is fewer dollars in each of their pockets and no extra expense for the school. Nice block, sends it out of bounds. Toohill. It's out to Stalker. Stalker out front to Baker. Toohill misses the shot, rebounded by Manor. Davison will pick it up. Throws it up the floor, knocked out of bounds by Botten. Ball had been intended for Grimshaw. Castine will inbound. And to Davison. Manor going to take an 18-footer. Whoa! Castine with the rebound and basket. Baker was leaning backwards and ended up falling on the floor. Davison back to Castine. Corner to Bigor. Manor back to Castine. Bigor over to Grimshaw. Rebound thrown up and off the rim by Manor. Grimshaw tries to pick it up. He was worried about going over and back more than getting position on the ball, but the Cougars end up with it anyway. Here's Castine. Bigor back to Castine, back to Bigor, now to Manor. He traveled. He made the move. All you had to do is put the ball to the floor one time, a little bounce, and he would have had a basket. It was a good move, but forgot to dribble it. Stalker tries to move. Saved by Baker, nope, but in the hands of the Cougars, and it's laid up and in by Garrett Bigor. (4-2) now, 4:47 on the game clock. First quarter action. Following a Chazy timeout. Ball is inbounded by Chauvin. Toohill. Slapped away by Manor, back in the hands of Toohill. Toohill guarded closely by Bigor. Manor got a hand on it. Davison throws it up the floor to Grimshaw. Comes up a little short. Toohill with the rebound. Toohill into the forecourt. over to Botten. Botten throws it up, short, and thrown up, in and out by Matt Stalker. Castine will bring it up. At the 4-minute mark, halfway through the first period here, second game of the day. So we started with the modified. Now we're doing 3 today. Long shot from behind the arc. Castine will toss it in. Bigor. Yes. Garrett Bigor with a big tray. Two-hill into the forecourt. 3:27 showing in the first period. Bottom shot was blocked. Here come the Cougars. Bigor back to Grimshaw, gives it to Manor. Manor goes off the glass. Brother Casey M. No, not MVP. That was the Ferguson boy from NAC, but the CVAC goalie of the year was Mike Manor. Excuse me, Casey Manor. That's an outstanding goalie for the season in the CVAC. That's nothing to sneeze at. And Northern Adirondack, Spencer Ferguson, MVP. Nice to see our Northern Tier athletes recognized like that. Can't think of who was the MVP in the MVAC soccer. Had to be an Eagle, whoever it was. Brent Stein has reported in for the Cougars, number 21. Ball into Two-Hill for Chazy. 2:17 on the clock. Chauvin couldn't quite get an angle on it. Manor goes to Castine, up to Grimshaw. Short. Manor, nope. Chauvin seems to have some kind of a knee injury here. He wants to come out. In his haste to get in the game, Matthew Jackstad forgot to take off his warm-up. Not sure if the numbers are down for Chazy because of the holiday, Christmas vacation. I refuse to say it's winter vacation. It's Christmas vacation. And only 7 players here for Chazy. Two-Hill with the ball. He brings it to the Hope. Pulled down by Manor. Down to 1:14. Castine into the forecourt. Bigor over to Grimshaw. Stein passes it back outside. Here's a long shot, good by Dalton Castine. Yeah, Dalton. 14-2 Cougars, so down to 50 seconds in the opening period. Bigor to block. Davison back in for the Cougars. He'll give Manor a rest for 33 seconds showing. Cougars have only 9 players here, so their numbers are down a little bit also. Taken away by Two-Hill. Probably should have held up and looked for a better opportunity. Cast iron. Davison pulls up. Nope. Rebound by Baker. At the end of one, 14-2, the Cougars lead the Eagles here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Button will inbound it to Two Hill, and the second period gets underway. Let's see, it's Jackstad. Passed back out by Baker. Long shot. Controlled by Bigor. I'm going to give it to the green team. Castine will bring it up. Let's see, 13 out there. It's Cater, Adam Cater for the Cougars. Manor throws it up. Rebounded by Baker. Up for Two Hill. Blocked by Bigor. Botten will inbound it. Fouls on Bigor, Two Hill at the line. Shooting two. It's 14-4 as he hits them both. Cater will inbound to Castine, 6:52 to go in the first half. Non-league Chazy and Northeastern. Banked in. He'll count. Big R with a bank shot. That's a bonus three because you don't deliberately bank them in from out there. 17-4. Here's the Cougars. This is Davison. Easy layup. Makes it 19-4. Two Hill. Slapped by Bigor. Goes back to Two Hill. There's Botten. All right, Caleb Miller is in now for Chazy. 5:56 on the clock. Two Hill pushes it back outside. Manors fights his way through. Whoa! Right out of the playbook there. Right out of the playbook. Stein and Grimshaw back in for the Cougars. The foul was on Botten, his second, team third. Rebound yanked down by Stalker. And here's Two Hill with the ball, 5:35 on the clock. Shot thrown up by Stalker, rebounded for the Cougars by Stein. Ball comes to Davison. Eagles pick it up. Botten keeps it. And it's going to be offense, I think. We'll see. Cater to Stein, back to Cater. Davison to Cater. Too strong. Rebounded by Baker. Toohill will bring it up. 4:47 on the clock. You got Chauvin back in for Chazy. (21-4) Northeastern with a big lead. Down to 6 on the shot clock. 4. Dylan Garrow now in for the Cougars. Refs are taking advantage of the timeouts to discuss their positioning out there. That's the reason they're doing this, to learn how to operate under a 3-man system. It's easy when there's just the 2 of you. Baker tosses it into Toohill. Ball comes to Miller, out of bounds. Cater will inbound it. Under 4 to go in the first half. Thrown in by Grimshaw. (23-4). Davison into Cater. No, it's not Cater, to Grimshaw. Cater is just sat. 14 is in. Let's see, it's Colby Provost. 21, Stein. Anybody else new out there for the Cougars? And 35, Garrow. Okay, I think we're all set. Toohill at the line. Foul on Davison, his second. Team 4th. Both teams with 4 fouls. Rebounded, thrown up by Stalker. Now Stein gives to Davison. Davison from the elbow, rebound nicely. Good job of getting up there by Grimshaw. And that's just good by Garrow. Eagles will bring it up. 25-4, 2.5 showing in the second quarter. Turnaround is good by Matt Stalker. That's 25-6. To Grimshaw, travel. Toohill will bring it up. Toohill brings it into paint, throws it up and in. Nice effort by Cody Toohill to make it 25-8. We're under a minute now. We're at 1:50, in fact. Davison. Reverse is missed. Rebound pulled down by Provost. Davison throws up a long one. Long 2. If I can't get the reverse to foul, we'll go with a long deuce. A little help from Provost. Jackstad tied up by Davison. Jump ball. Baker back in for the Eagles, replacing Chauvin. That'll hurt tomorrow. And making it more painful is the fact that it's a non-shooting foul. Baker's shot missed. Rebound by Garrow. .45 seconds to go in the half. Travel. 27-8, 40 seconds. Stripped away by Provost. And up in the hands of Miller. And broken up by Grimshaw. Stein brings it up. Cater to Grimshaw, back to Cater, over to Provost in the paint, and laid up and in by Brent Stein. That'll make it 29-8, big 21-point lead. The Eagles are not paying attention to that clock here. They got 1 second. 29-8, Cougars with a big 21-point halftime lead here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Cougars have the ball to start the second half here on this lazy Thursday afternoon, December 31st. Foul was on Stalker. Manor misses the first. And second one is missed, rebounded by Stalker. I'm hoping one of our play-by-play men will show up today. Not sure if our regular Cougar announcer, Joe Southwick, will be here on this New Year's Eve. We're hoping so. Rebound by Davison. 31-8. Our Chazy announcer, Joey Trombley. We saw him last night when Chateauguay played the Chazy girls. Foul on Manor as Stalker went up for a layup. Joey said he might be here if and would be available should Joe Southwick decide not to attend. And who could blame a guy on New Year's Eve to finding something else to do on a Thursday afternoon? He might even still be working. That foul was Manor's first. Stalker hits the first. Chance to put his team in double figures, and he does. It's 21-point difference now, 31-10. Castine will bring it into the forecourt. Grimshaw back to Castine. Bigor back to Castine. Everybody touching the ball. Long shot thrown up by Castine. And hustle by Grimshaw to get it back for the Cougars. Gives it to Davison. Slides it over to Bigor. Slapped it back in bounds, but he happened to be out of bounds at the time. Right idea, but he was not in a good position to execute it. Castine with the rebound, tries to bounce it to Manor. 6.5 showing in the third quarter. Grimshaw knocked it loose originally. There's Bigor. Davison follows, gets the rebound. The ball's knocked out of his hands. We're going to have a foul on Davison as he bumps into Baker. Cater in for Davison. Bounce pass intended for Toohill. Ends up in the hands of Castine. And we have travel call on Bigor. Paul Spillman going to be one of the refs in the next game. three-man system. Any non-league games this year in Section 7. That's what the officials are doing. The three of them split 2 paychecks. Botten will inbound it to Two Hill. 5:39 in the third. Long shot. Rebound Castine. Over to Grimshaw. Back to Castine. Travel. Shuffled his feet. This fella here, can't believe it. My son, right? My son, he wouldn't do that. Foul was on Grimshaw. Two Hill at the line. It's 33-12. Cater gives to Castine. Castine over to Cater. Bounce pass from Bigor to Manor. Manor again. Basket will count and a foul on the play. Manor gets the 3-point play. The foul was on Baker, his first. Team. It says team first up there, but team already had one. Now they put up team second. Cater gives to Grimshaw. Out to Manor. Castine to Manor, yes. 38-12. The Cougars with 76% of the points. Shot way off the mark by Stalker. Castine looks down the floor. Cater says, new hands, just trying to break them in. I got those hands for Christmas. First time he's had a chance to use them. Thrown up by Miller, a little shy. Excuse me, that was Botten, not Miller who took that shot. Botten. This is Botten again. Castine with the rebound. Castine throws it up, rebounded by Begor. Three-second violation on Stein. 3 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the third period. This is Two Hill. Goes to Stalker. Stalker throws it up off the rim. Tips it to Chauvin. Chauvin back outside to Two Hill. And Cody Two Hill with a bucket. 39-12, that's not right. 38-14 probably, there you go. Moose Misek correcting himself there. He said, wait a minute. I can't give all the points to Northeastern. .226 in the third. 38-14 the score. Botten. To Hill, now to Stalker. Short, Chauvin. Stein picks up his second foul. Chauvin. Over in the corner, Matt Stucker. A baseline shot makes it 38-16. 1:24 to go in the third. Stalker gives it to Tuhill. Tuhill with nobody on his team underneath, throws one up. Cougars will get the ball. Cast iron back outside, thrown up by Bigor. Rebounded by Cater, thrown up by Stein. Or yes, no, it was Garrow. Garrow threw that one up. This is Tuhill with the ball. Over to Stalker. He puts it off the glass. 38-18. 31 seconds remaining in the third period. Cater. Out to Castine. Cougars will look for the last shot. It's good. It was probably Bigor who put it up. 40-18 after 3 here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Looks like the referees are set for the varsity game. It'll be Danny Labarge, Pete McMillan, Paul Spillman. 8 minutes to go in this one. 40-18. The game has been just as exciting as the score would indicate. Tuhill looking for a target. Over to Botten. Rebounded by Davison. Let's see, we got Provost in for the Cougars. Grimshaw thought about it. Goes back to Stein. Stein's shot rebounded by Manor and bucket by the big guy, Mike Manor. Basket's good by Matt Stucker, a three-pointer. A big tray by Stucker. The Trombley family has arrived. Knocked loose by Tuhill. Recovered by Grimshaw. Provost gave it to Davison. Davison drives, throws it up off the glass, and nice effort there. You gotta have extra long fingertips to get a shot like that off. To still have enough at the tip of your fingers to get the angle to put that one in. Trouble. 6-11. Showing 44-21. Cougars lead. Davison with a tray. 47-21. 5:50 to go. A lot of time remaining, but certainly not enough for Chazy to pull this one out. There is a long shot by Stocker, rebounded by Davison. He'll bring it into the forecourt. Manor back to Davison. Rebound pulled down by Jackstadt, and travel called. Manor will inbound it. Davison shot. Rebounded by Grimshaw, thrown in by Brent Stein. And the Cougars are up 49-21. Says, not my house, fellas. I'm sorry. Nothing personal, but not my house. To Hill and to Stocker. Cougars bring in a bunch of players. Shot in the paint. Rebounded by Stein. Vigor with the ball. Oop. Cater thought it belonged to Provost, and Provost likewise. Chauvin will inbound it. It's into Miller. Jackstadt over to Hill. Dribble off the side of his foot. Stocker throws it up. Chauvin inside position, but one off him. Cater will inbound it. Vigor will bring it up. We're approaching the 4-minute mark. Cater. Good. Make it 51-21, 30-point lead for Northeastern. Stein picks up his third foul. Stocker will step to the line. Five team fouls on the Cougars. It's 51-23 now. There's Cater up to Bigor, over to Provost. Eagles take it away. Here's to Hill. Baker in for Jackstadt for the Eagles. Stocker to inbound it. Oh, big three-pointer for Matt Stocker. How about that, huh? 51-26 now, 2:53 left in the game. Cater wastes little time pumping along. Two-pointer in. They'll make it 53-26. Chazy with the ball. Junior varsity boys basketball. December 31st, 2009. In and out. Rebounded by Provost. He gives it to Cater, and 55-26. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the game. Cater picks up his first foul. Baker at the line. Didn't hit the rim on the foul shot, so it's Cougar ball. Under 2 to go. We're down to 147. Dylan Garrow with a tray. Up for Castine. Falls off the rim. Cater follows and puts it in. That gives the Cougars 60 points. 1:11 remaining. 60-26. Their biggest lead of the day. Kept in bounds by Provost, but picked up here by Stocker. 42 seconds to go. Botten will bring it up. Cater's second foul puts the Cougar total at 7, so it'll be a 1-and-1 for Botten. Misses it. Rebounded by Baker. Miller throws it up short. And brought down by Garrow. Garrow to Provost. At 62-26, we're down to 12 seconds in the ball game. Rolling up by Miller. That'll do it. A 62-26 victory for the home team. Northeastern Clinton defeats the visiting Chazy Central Rural School Eagles, and that's the way it was in non-league junior varsity boys basketball, December 31st, 2009. Thanks for watching. And for those of you supporting viewer-supported local television, Hometown Cable win, lose or draw TV worthy of your support, Hometown Cable.